Today we are reacting to a Filipino chef who is making 3 best spaghetti recipes, and mine is one of them. This is a Filipino channel, and Abby is a Filipino chef who is cooking, and we became friends on Instagram. She's so nice, and I hope she's nice in this video. And the video has almost 300,000 views.
Same dish, different recipes.
Same dish, different recipes. Should be easy. This is Abby. Abby and I became friends on Instagram. She's so nice. Go and follow her. She's really, really fun and inspiring. But can she inspire me today?
From the most iconic to the most controversial, we're gonna try it.
Iconic and controversial.
Today we're trying a dish which calls Italy its home.
It's called Italy's Home. I like that. I like it.
As an own version of spaghetti, spaghetti, and spaghetti na may hotdog.
Okay, so the second one sounds like mine. Spaghetti. It's spaghetti. So I see a lot going on here. I see spaghetti with meat and wine. Here now I see condensed milk and sauce. Who made that? What is that in the middle? I think mine is the one on the right.
Our first
12-hour spaghetti. Okay. Doesn't look bad. Actually looks good.
recipe for today is from one of my favorite content creators, Ninong Rai, and it caught our attention because it requires 12 hours of cooking.
Wow.
Let's go! Woo! Like Ninong Rai, we're gonna take out...
See, she's using the wok to make spaghetti. I love this. Marion from Marion's Kitchen gave me a beautiful wok, the Mako wok she created, and actually made spaghetti aglio olio in it. It came out so beautiful, and the garlic didn't burn. I absolutely recommend you to try to make spaghetti, to cook pasta in the wok. It's fun.
Big wok for this dish. We're doing a third of this recipe.
Ooh, what is the extra virgin olive oil? What is that? Is that sesame oil or are you using sunflower oil? That's the... No, sorry, Ninong Rai.
Don't underestimate the quantity. He sautés a lot of...
That's a lot of garlic. Are you trying to wake up Dracula? Blech.
Garlic first, very Pinoy, and white onions. But we filmed this one white.
Man, let me tell you, onions take longer to cook. Garlic is very quick to cook. Cook the onion first, and then you add the garlic. But that's way too much garlic. Abby, if you eat this much garlic, you're not gonna be able to kiss your boyfriend for a very long time.
No! For the new gold, so red ones will have to do. In goes 1 kilo of ground beef, seasoned and deglazed with fish sauce.
Fish sauce, she said. It's a big no-no, guys. I'm sorry, Abby. I know you're creating someone else's recipe. I know you're testing this. But fish sauce in the bolognese?
And red wine.
You're putting red wine right after the fish sauce. Can you imagine wine and fish sauce together? Oh.
Celery and carrots to complete the sofrito.
Aspetta. Abby, I know you're copying your recipe, but the sofrito is done first. Huh? Carrots and celery needs to be cooked first with the onion and the garlic. The sofrito is the base, and then you add everything else. If you put the sofrito now, it isn't sofrito anymore. You add in just carrots and celery in there, just like vegetables in there now, you're not gonna get the same flavors of a real bolognese or a sofrito because the sofrito is not done. You can't make sofrito now. Do you understand?
Common in traditional bolognese, but with the addition of bell peppers that will...
Great, bell peppers, beautiful. But the sofrito needs to be done first. And then you add the meat and everything else.
Bury them all together before adding tomato paste.
Ooh, that's a nice, big amount of tomato paste.
I toast this to tame the acidity before the final installment.
Oh my god.
No, see, I always say this. Ninong Rai, the chef who created this dish, is adding red wine now. You have the sauce in there. Why do you put the wine? You put the wine first with the meat. When the wine evaporates, you add the tomato sauce. Don't add more acidity in the sauce. You already done it. And also you have fish sauce in there. Fish sauce. You understand? Salty, very strong in flavors.
Of red wine, dried herbs, thyme and rosemary.
There's nothing I can say. Dry herbs, it's a lot better than fish sauce, so I'm okay with that.
And water before covering and simmering for 12 whopping hours.
I know you're not calling this bolognese, which is okay, but you understand my point. Ninong Rai, Abby, I know you're just creating his recipe. But Ninong, what you need to do is sofrito first. You put the meat, you put the red wine, and then you put the sauce. And then you slow cook it, okay?
A thick, ultra-rich meaty sauce with flavor you won't get elsewhere.
It looks beautiful. I mean, if I look at this, it's like, wow, it is beautiful. But the sofrito is not done right. The fish sauce is like, ugh.
Don't serve this as is. Instead, like what restaurants would do, it's used as a base for every order of spaghetti. When you finish cooking the pasta,
Interesting. Oh my God, what is she doing there?
with the sauce. Ninong rice seasons with more fish sauce, a splash of pasta water to loosen it up and bind everything together, a touch of brown sugar to satisfy.
Oh my God, wait. You put fish sauce first, then you put starchy water, which is great, and now you put in brown sugar? Are you making this for breakfast? Or is this a dessert? I don't get it. I don't understand. What's the sugar for? Why are you adding the sugar in there now? I'm trying to understand what everyone flavors and taste is like. I know Filipino love sweet pastas. I know that. I know you like to make your sweet spaghetti, but I don't understand this. Please, you need to teach me and explain this to me. I would have to try and make the famous sweet spaghetti from the Philippines, but you need to try and convince me because I'm not convinced. This is really weird for me to look at. You understand? I don't want sweets in pasta. I just want a nice pasta.
Butter to emulsify.
Butter? Lots of people told me that this lady, Marcella Azan, created a cookbook many years ago and she added the butter in the sauce. Oh. Why? You don't put butter in there. There's so much in there. If you want to add something, you add extra virgin olive oil. But you don't put butter. It's not a risotto.
Everything and add a bit of shine. Finally, he garnishes this with grated Parmesan and a drizzle of
Parmigiano, Abby. Parmigiano.
olive oil.
And you have olive oil. Just put it in there. So many ingredients.
Usually, this looks something you would get in a restaurant or in a hotel.
Hotel? What do you mean by that? Okay, so restaurants, again, it looks good. It just was not done the right way, but it looks good.
It looks saucy. It has the greens, it has the reds. May drizzle pa ng olive oil. Very social. Yung technique na slow cooking for 12 hours, it's usually done when you're using chunky pieces of meat. But in this case, it's ground meat.
12 hours is a long time. 4 or 5 hours are enough, but I like the effort. 12 hours, it's lots of effort, so that's not a bad thing. It's actually really, really good that you've done that. 12 hours.
You would think it kind of doesn't make sense, but when you taste this kind of dish, it helps all the flavors like marry each other.
Oh, Abby, I'm with you. I mean, 12 hours is a long time, and you really give enough time to all the flavors to make love together. It's great. So if you can do it from the morning to the night, and then you serve it the day after, amazing. You know what I also found? If you make the sauce today, and then you leave it in the pot overnight, out of the fridge, the day after, it tastes better. It tastes different. And it's really an important detail. It's so, so good.
So good.
She likes it.
Our next recipe is a Pinoy-style spaghetti.
Yeah, I heard about this Pinoy-style spaghetti. I never tried it. I've seen a few videos. I'm really scared about this. Abby, please be nice.
From Chef Tatong of Simple. And it's different from the others because it has 1 can of
Condensed milk. Chef Tatong, do not use condensed milk in pasta, please, okay? We're not making dulce de leche here. Please. This is not a dessert. This is not a cake. Please, Abby, do not use it, okay?
condensed milk and banana ketchup.
Sorry? Did you say banana ketchup? Do you mean that you put ketchup on the banana? This is crazy. This is very interesting. I went to a restaurant that made Cyprus cuisine. And Cyprus, very, very long time ago, hundreds of years ago, was like the custom of Europe. And lots of products from Asia were coming, including bananas. And because they had so much banana stuck there, in Cyprus they started to cook with bananas. So, there are dishes from Cyprus. I'm talking about old dishes, very old. Old books from Cyprus. They actually use chicken in tomato sauce and banana. Just to give you an example. It sounds weird. I tried it. It was weird. In a way, I enjoyed it. But it's not something that I'm looking forward to eat again. It was an experiment. These were dishes that were created a long time ago, but it didn't suit the palate, and they didn't stay. Like if you go to Cyprus now, you don't find these recipes easily. Maybe someone still does, but it didn't suit the modern days or the last few hundred years taste pads. Now, in the Philippines, you love banana with ketchup. I need to come to the Philippines and learn more about your taste pads, guys, because I'm a little bit worried.
Let's try spaghetti. Simple, luto na.
And the thing is, all the Filipino friends I have are saying that I have to try the sweet spaghetti from the Philippines. And everyone from the Philippines grew up eating it. So how can I say something bad? I never tried it. I know it doesn't sound good. The sound of banana and tomato sauce. Condensed milk. But I always say you have to try everything in life. And I guess I have to try it. It doesn't sound good to my Italian taste bud. It's not something I can say to my nonna. Hey nonna, I ate spaghetti with condensed milk, banana and ketchup. She will ask me to change my surname.
Can I stay?
No.
Chef Tatong starts his sauce the same way. Saute garlic first, then onion.
Again, both chefs did the same mistake. Garlic first, then onions. Onions need more time to cook. And if you do the sofrito, you put celery and carrots now, okay?
He uses a combination of ground pork and ground beef.
Bravo, bravo. The pork is so important because it makes it more moist, tender, and it's got beautiful flavors.
Which will not only save you money, but will give the sauce a more complex flavor.
Abi is good.
Tatong seasons this with fish sauce.
Oh my god, you and the fish sauce. Is this a Filipino thing to put the fish sauce? Come on guys, get a nice tomato sauce. Do not use fish sauce, use red wine. What is the fish sauce going to do to the sauce?
Before adding store-bought Filipino-style spaghetti sauce.
Aspetta, that's something else I need to learn. What's Filipino-style spaghetti sauce? It's not easy to find in the shops here in Australia. I live in Australia and I can't find them easily. What's in the Filipino-style spaghetti sauce? Tell me the ingredient, please.
A pre-seasoned and sweet type of tomato sauce. He combines this with banana ketchup that will give the sauce.
What's banana ketchup? You're telling me it's actually a sauce made with banana and ketchup? Or is this just a name that you gave?
Sauce some tang and a redder color. Now, time for the Italians to turn their heads away because we're gonna add condensed.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I mean, no, you don't want to use cream. You don't want to use milk. You don't want to use ricotta. You don't want to use mascarpone. You want to use condensed milk. Wow. It's like, you're like making like a cappuccino sauce.
Yes, takes the sweetness to a whole new level. Chef Tatong melts in grated processed cheese by guilty.
Don't use processed cheese, please. Don't, no, now at least, please.
Seasons with salt and black pepper, and finally adds in sliced Filipino hot dog.
Okay, Filipino hot dog. I've seen a video I reacted to be honest, the sweet Filipino pasta from Erwin, and she actually touched it. He touched it, and this hot dog leaves residues like on your fingers, like red. What is it made of? What is it? Can you please tell me? Is it pork? And what else is in the Filipino hot dog?
This is mixed directly on the plate with cooked spaghetti.
Rucca de spaghetti, the dead. Always mix the pasta with the sauce first.
Generous of a serving as you want, top with more cooked hot dogs and cheese.
Oh my god. It does look like a kid's meal, so I can see growing up you eat this, and now as an older person, I guess you don't eat this anymore, but they are good memories from your childhood, I'm assuming. Or is this something that you also eat at a later stage in your life? Like, do you eat this when you're 30 or 40 or 50 years old? Or is this something you eat when you're little? Because I can understand, as a child meal, it's kids love it. Me, at 40 years old, I can try it, but I need to understand, because I've never been to the Philippines, so I really need to understand the story behind this and the reasons why all this sweetness and the banana and the fish sauce needs to be added in this spaghetti sauce. I find it interesting. It's a signature dish from the Philippines, so I cannot judge it because I never tried it, but the sound of it, it doesn't impress me. It doesn't impress any pasta lova. But again, this is a Filipino pasta. I never said it's Italian. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I need to try.
From the looks of it, sobrang nostalgic agad.
She said nostalgic. That means that, yeah, it takes you back to your childhood. Okay.
To me, this is a very distinct version of spaghetti. Nangingibabaw talaga yung tamis. And I like it.
Yeah, she's convinced me. She convinced me to make it. Abby, what are you doing to me?
Our last recipe for today is from none other than Vincenzo's Plate, an
Very good pronunciation. Brava, Abby. Brava.
Italian content creator who shares how Italians do their dishes traditionally.
Yeah, so you know how I am. That's why it's hard to convince me to have a sweet spaghetti. Maybe I will try it, Abby. Maybe I will try it. You know, my friends now on Instagram.
And the difference between this dish from the other ones we've created is this is very simple.
Simplicity at its best. We keep it simple because you want to enjoy the flavors. In this case, the cherry tomatoes and the basil. These are the flavors we want to enjoy, we want to experience.
Very few ingredients, which is basil, cherry tomatoes,
and a good quality spaghetti. When I go to the supermarket and I see people buying cheap spaghetti, please don't do that. Spend 50 cents more, $1 more. Good quality pasta makes a huge difference.
And pecorino.
Pecorino. See, if you put pecorino in the sweet pasta, maybe it tastes better.
Today, we're also gonna try how Italians do it.
Yes, well, you can make your Filipino spaghetti, do whatever you like, but it is good to know how to make a proper Italian spaghetti.
Vincenzo starts with extra virgin olive oil
Yes.
in a hot pan and grates 2 cloves of garlic, allowing it to
You can put more, I know you like more, but 2 is enough.
instantly release its delicious garlic flavor. Shortly after, add in sliced cherry tomato.
Yes, garlic cooks very quickly, so cherry tomatoes go in there, they will release the juice, and the ingredients make love together.
Season this with salt and pepper and a few pieces of fresh basil. Now to make the sauce smoother, Vincenzo takes out the basil and gives the tomatoes a few pulses in the food processor.
Just very quickly, yeah.
And you gotta have that discipline from blending this into a smooth sauce because you want to retain that chunky texture from the sweet cherry tomatoes.
Brava, Abby.
Bring it back to heat and finish cooking your pasta in the sauce with some more fresh basil, pasta water, and extra virgin olive oil.
Bravissima.
Swirling the spaghetti into your plate, Vincenzo
Look at that, look how beautiful that dish is. Look at that, simple, quick.
garnishes this with more fresh basil and grated pecorino romano.
Yeah, pecorino romano, brava, Abby. Have you been to Rome? I can see your accent is very Italian. Pecorino romano, brava.
I cannot wait to try this, but it seems to be missing something.
And finally,
What is it missing, Abby? What is that?
we're gonna top it off with some hot dogs. Eh?
Abby, I know you want to do it. I hope you didn't do it on camera. Off camera, you did it, I know. You like to play with me, eh, Abby? Well done.
It looks super simple. There's just a few ingredients here, yung tomatoes, the pecorino,
You like pecorino, do you?
fresh basil. It's super light,
Yeah, light. I like this. Yes, keep going.
also kind of sweet.
Sweet. Well, the tomatoes are sweet. Well, not extremely sweet, like condensed milk or brown sugar that the other 2 chefs used. But the cherry tomatoes, if you don't put too much in there, it's nice and sweet. If you add fish sauce, red wine, it's not sweet anymore.
And you get that iconic acidity from the tomatoes.
Yeah, well, it's nice. It's summery, refreshing.
This is something that I would crave if I want a light spaghetti. But I don't think a lot of people would appreciate this, especially in the Philippines where we grew up eating the sweet type of spaghetti. But this is spaghetti in its simplest form, and you just couldn't go wrong with it.
Wow, I find this very interesting, Abby, what you just said. So I guess the people in the Philippines are used by heavier, sweeter type of spaghetti. And they didn't grow up eating it the simple way, which I find it fascinating. So you're telling me that if you make something simple, delicate, let's say delicate, because this dish is delicate, people don't appreciate. It's like, oh, it's like, I need more. Or do you think it's like, it's a cheap dish? It's like, oh, come on, put more in this. What's this? What's your mind telling you? Why you don't want to have it fresh and simple, but you want to have it overcomplicated and sweet? Could be just a cultural thing.
I think this episode is really interesting because all three recipes, to me, are good.
It's very interesting to see the taste buds of the Philippines. And see, that's something, for example, in Italy, I won't be able to say, oh, half of the country will enjoy the sweet one and the other half will enjoy the other one. Kind of everyone has a similar taste bud, you know? But you're going from one extreme to the other. So in a way, I think you like to explore your food and experience. Even though the sweet flavors always win in the Philippines, I'm gonna make sure I bring lots of sugar when I come.
Kung bata ako, feeling ko, mas prefer ko itong recipe ni Chef Tatong, yung sweetness, yung hot dog. And as I grow older, doon ko na appreciate yung lasa ng very meaty, bolognese style na spaghetti. But now, at this point of my life, when I've become more health conscious, I prefer this one, kay Vincenzo's.
Ooh, Abby, thank you. You're so kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm glad you said this, because when you're little, when you're younger, you don't understand food that much, okay? Of course, there are young kids now who know food more than me and everybody else. But majority of us, when we grew up, we just wanted to eat whatever, like all the other kids were eating. But now she said something very important. She's older. She traveled the world, I believe. She knows what she likes. She wants something more delicate, something more fresh, something that it brings the flavors out of the ingredient.
So that would be my ranking. Vincenzo's, Ninong Rice, and Simples. But don't...
Wow. Abby, thank you. You make me cry. Thank you. This means a lot because I know how much a Filipino love the sweet spaghetti. And I thought mine would have been the third in your rank, but because you put me as the last one, so I thought, oh, she likes me less. But thank you.
I would still eat all of them. Pag may nagbigay sa akin ng matamis na spaghetti, I would devour it. And as I've said before, there are a lot of styles of spaghettis out there. So I'm really curious, ano ba yung gusto nyong style ng spaghetti? Comment it down below.
Yeah, me too. I want to know more. I want you guys to write comments below and let me know more about the reason why you love the sweet spaghetti, what you think of these combinations of flavors. I'm fascinated. And I'm sure some of you live in different parts of the world where stuff like this happens to the spaghetti. And I want to know, what do you do to the pasta in your country? How do you transform a simple Italian spaghetti in your own country? What's the crazy ingredient you add in there? I think condensed milk and banana are the craziest thing I've ever seen to add in the spaghetti. I don't think you can find anything crazier than that, but maybe there is. I'm not surprised. So let me know. Abby, thank you, Abby. Please, guys, go and watch Abby's videos. She's so good, she's funny, and she cooks very well. Thank you. I'm just waiting for your comments. So thank you so much for watching this episode. I will see you in the next Vincenzo's Plate reaction video. E ora, we try the sweet spaghetti. It's about time. Thank you.